Okay, we're going over Group B of the Y at Home Anywhere workout. First exercise of Group B is reverse lunges, right? And a lunge is when you're kind of stepping away, or your legs are kind of in a staggered, maybe like a larger staggered stance. Okay, that's your typical lunge right here. You could go up and down. This is more of like called a split squat. But what we're going to be doing is a reverse lunge. And so the reverse lunge, again, like any exercise, you're going to stand nice and tall. I'll move back here so you can see my legs. So reverse lunge, I like to have my hands here, and you're just going to pick your leg up, drive that leg back. Use your butt and your hamstring. Okay, you're going to drive that leg back, bend this front leg and this back knee because you want to feel all that stretch in your hip flexor here. All the sitting we're doing, we have to stretch out those hip flexors and come back up to the start. Then you're going to use the other leg. You're going to drive that leg back, come up. So if you look, picking it up, drive it back, come up, drive it back, come up. The key, think about bending that back knee. If there's anything I think of, stay tall, bend the back knee, and you'll have chest out and you'll have good form in that. With the reverse lunge, like anything other squat, you could add some weight. We have a kettlebell, or again, anything with some weight. Nice and tall. You're gonna hold in a goblet position, just like the squat. Drive the leg back, come up, and alternate. Up, and alternate. Okay, there's your reverse lunge. Next is the hands on ground, shoulder touch. So you're gonna set up in a push-up position, okay? So nice and tall, okay? Hips up a tiny bit, push-up position, okay? What I would probably start with having your feet staggered, feet wider, and all you're gonna do is keeping your stomach nice and tight. Nothing moves. You're just touching the opposite shoulder, okay? As you lift your arm up the ground, think about squeezing your stomach extra tight. The other thing you don't want to do is try to really move around right there. Keep your body as solid as you can. Touch your shoulder. Okay, if you want to make it easier, bring your feet together. Harder, bring your feet together. Easier, put your feet apart. Okay, if you can't do that, you can do it on your knees. So again, you're gonna hips down a little bit on your knees, shoulders over your hands, and you're just gonna alternate. Okay, so that's always an option. Okay, so that's the hands on ground plank. Next is hip lift. Okay, the hip lift is one of my favorites for your hamstrings. Okay, we all don't work our hamstrings enough. The whole backside of our body we don't work enough. So this one just targets specifically right at your hamstrings. So we're gonna lay down on the ground. If you want to put your feet up on something, you can. But again, we could. The whole point of this workout is to do it anywhere. So you're on the ground, hands down, my feet flat on the ground. I'd say my feet, the angle of my knee is a little bit bigger than 90-degree angles. It's not up close. It's a little farther out. So think about your legs are a little straighter. All you're gonna do is lift your hips up off the ground. And I want you to don't think about lifting your hips. Think about driving your feet into the ground. Okay? So you're just gonna upper body's nice and relaxed. So drive your hips up, back down, up, back down. You should feel, as soon as you lift, you should feel that right in your hamstrings. Up, back down. Okay, that's it. Very simple. And then last is a squat thrust. So squat thrust is like the first half of a burpee where we're not doing any jumping. Okay, so squat thrust is basically you're getting down in kind of an aggressive way into a push-up position, and then you're getting back up and standing back up tall. That's the squat thrust. You can do a walking squat thrust, which I'll show you, but first we're doing a regular squat thrust. So you're gonna come down, drive your leg out. So if you look, I'm in the push-up position, stand back up. So that's it's not supposed to do it in one motion. So come down, up, nice and tall. Down, up, nice and tall. If you can't do that, do a walking squat thrust. Come down, step back, back up, down, back up. Okay, that's Group B.